my friends. I am back from a brief health hiatus, I guess you can say. I am still figuring things out and what's really going on with me, but I was very eager to get back on here and power through and just really shift my attention and my focus. I have a few appointments this month with some specialists, which I am very optimistic about. So once I have more info, I will for sure give you an update and most likely, naturally, create a video around it. A video about everything I have learned in navigating life and goals when your physical health is not at its best. So I look forward to sharing what I've learned in the connection between physical and mental and emotional health and mind over matter. So to be continued. Today, I want to talk about the fear of failure and making mistakes, looking stupid, and feeling embarrassed. I was talking to a client of mine recently who had been struggling with what I now refer to as gold star syndrome. Gold star syndrome is the need to know the right answers in an attempt to avoid failure, gain external validation, and ultimately avoid feeling any negative emotion. Now, I was once president of the Gold Star Club myself because growing up, we are trained and taught that seeking the right answers in school is of utmost importance, right? The praise we receive from our teachers and parents tells us so, while making mistakes is not celebrated. In fact, failure is oftentimes labeled bad and sometimes even ridiculed. So then, of course, naturally, most of us enter our adult lives with this faulty belief system and debilitating fear of doing it wrong, for which it then spews out into the workplace and in our careers. So I was talking to this client of mine who had just started a new job, and she said to me, I'm getting better at being okay with asking dumb questions and making stupid mistakes because I know that I need answers. Verbatim, those were her words. Now, this is not me calling out this client of mine. She knows that I love her. It's just a beautiful example of such an ugly trap that so many of us fall into. Dumb questions, stupid mistakes, need answers. Where do I begin? My coaching antennas stood straight up and I said, stop. I said, I'm going to repeat back to you what your brain just did right there. Your brain literally labeled questions as dumb and mistakes as stupid, and then went on to say, I need answers. Guys, when we think I need the answers, what we're really saying is I need the answers to feel better. I need answers so that I don't feel stupid or so that I don't feel like an idiot. I need answers to then believe I'm good enough. I need answers so that other people think I'm smart and that I have it all figured out. I need answers first to then believe that I'm capable of achieving the result I want. I need answers reeks of self-doubt and self-judgment. Okay, stay with me here. When we come at learning, and I use those quotations very intentionally right there, when we come at learning with the need to just know the right answers, we're missing the point. We are missing the whole point. We're missing the real growth opportunity that strengthens us and actually moves us forward in becoming that next best version of ourselves and achieving our desired results. Real growth and evolvement is from a space of genuine curiosity. In other words, growth sounds like, I am open. Show me your ways. Teach me. I want to learn this. I want to try that. And then I want to try again. Let me try again. I want to master this skill for myself. I want to get really good at this. I want to ask questions and get better. Okay? Real growth requires, again, a genuine curiosity and openness to learning. It requires the understanding that failure and making mistakes is just a part of the package. And more importantly, it requires the willingness to fail and make mistakes. Guys, we must drop this idea that failing is bad or that making mistakes means that we're dumb or that we're not good enough. Otherwise, we remain small, tiptoeing around the messy middle. The messy middle being the willingness to fail and make mistakes and be a beginner. Failing and making mistakes is literally the bridge to mastering new skills, mastering your craft, achieving bigger results, and evolving into that next best version of you. Let me tell you a quick story about this girl, newbie coach Shayna, straight out of the coach training womb. I was terrified in the beginning, you guys. I was scared shitless to get on the phone and coach another human being. I was terrified of making offers to coach people. My brain was like, oh, hell no. Let's not do that. Let's not go over there. It's way too scary, like you might actually die. So in an attempt to avoid and dodge feeling any sort of embarrassment or rejection or stupidity that comes with being a beginner, I decided to just take a lot of action elsewhere to avoid the messy middle. Instead, I took a lot of pretty action that tricked my brain into thinking I was being productive and growing as a coach. Things like build a website, design business cards, have somebody make social media banners, create pretty email templates, okay? Like that was my attempt of just doing it right and looking perfect and not making mistakes. It was my attempt at playing it safe, getting external validation from other people. Like, ooh, that looks so great. It was my attempt at avoiding rejection, clients saying no to working with me. It was my attempt at avoiding any discomfort at all costs. I was like, la-di-da-di-da. If everything appears perfect and pretty, then no one will reject me and my business will just magically work. I was just skipping around like I am becoming a great coach, when in reality, I was just wasting a whole bunch of time and avoiding the one thing that would actually evolve me, that one thing being the messy middle. For me at that time, that meant making offers to help people, picking up the phone, coaching clients, being willing to suck at it, making mistakes, feeling embarrassed, and then doing it over and over again, learning from my mistakes, trying again, rinse and repeat. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? When we avoid the messy middle of growth, we actually prolong the end result that we're wanting to achieve. Whether that result is becoming a true expert in our field or making money doing the thing we love, whatever. We think we're making progress. We're like, yeah, I'm checking these things off my to-do list. I'm taking another class just to make sure I have it right and all the answers I need. There's that artificial need again. I need more answers. I need more tools. I need more information. I need more credentials. Nah, what you need is to stop avoiding the discomfort of failing and instead dive headfirst into the thing that you've been avoiding. We don't learn to walk by reading manuals and watching online tutorials. No, we stand up and we fall, and sometimes it freaking hurts. Yet, we continue to stand up and fall on our face until we get it right. Anyway, fast forward to when I woke up and quit playing around. I decided in what seemed like a split second that I really wanted to master my craft. I wanted to be able to coach anyone on anything at any time and create a full-time freaking business. And that deep desire drove me through my fear, and I finally got down and dirty in the messy middle. I quit playing around in the background and fully embraced being a beginner coach. I made offers. I got on the phone. I screwed up a lot. I felt extremely uncomfortable, highly embarrassed at times. I watched master coaches coach. I got coached. I put myself out there. I looked like a fool more times than not, and I made a lot of mistakes, you guys. But that messy middle is what transformed me into a professional who could literally coach anyone on anything at any time. That messy middle is what built my confidence up and created a full-time business. So with all of that being said, here's what I want to offer you. Whether you're looking to grow within your current workplace or you're looking to become an expert in the career field that you love, or maybe you're simply just exploring some curiosities for fun, I want you to grant yourself permission to be a beginner. Redefine your relationship with learning. Yes, learning can be fun. If it's not fun, it's because you have thoughts about it that are sucking the fun out of it. Thoughts like, ugh, why is this taking so long? I'll never be good at this. That person is so much further than me. I shouldn't be making so many mistakes. I should be further along. It's your responsibility to reestablish your relationship with failing. Clean up that graspy, needy, impatient, fearful, insecure energy. Real growth is rooted in intrinsic motivation, curiosity, love, and patience. Get clear on why you want to get really good at something and why you are willing to fail over and over again until you get the result you want. Is it because you really want to have something in your life that you love and that you're good at and that you can call your own? Is it because you want to be an expert and serve people at a high level? Is it because you want to make a lot of money in your field? Is it because life is way too freaking short to play small and not expand into that next best version of you? Is it because you want to look around at the people in your life, your family, your friends, social media, and confidently say, nobody does that as good as I do? Slow it down and just be a student. Yes, gather information, research, and learn all that consumption stuff, right? Consume, but then you guys get in there and just do the thing that scares you. Get in there and then practice some more. And have your own back through the hiccups. You do not need anybody else telling you, good job, or handing you stickers. Half jokingly, I told my client to go out and get one of those charts that we used to have in like elementary school and some of those star stickers and to practice handing out her own stars. Like if I had relied on other people in my life or people on the internet to champion me as I built my business from the ground up, I would not have a six-figure business today. Absolutely not. I give myself gold stars, or sometimes needs improvement, right? But I don't make those red stars or blue stars mean that I'm not good enough or that I'm an idiot. No, I just reevaluate, self-evaluation from a place of genuine curiosity, not judgment. I learn and I keep on moving. Thinking we should get it right the first time or that we shouldn't have to fail so much is ludicrous. Really think about that. Guys, the faster that you can get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, the faster you move through to the result you want. So notice when you're tiptoeing around. Notice when you're doing meaningless tasks versus really putting yourself out there and doing the scary thing. Notice when you're racing through a course or a class just to get the right answers versus applying the concepts. Notice when you're behind your laptop perfecting your website, but not telling people who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Notice when you're thinking about all the things you might enjoy doing, but not actually doing them. The faster you're willing to dive into the messy middle, the faster you come out the other side. All right, my friends, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is so good to be back. Please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below because I know this video probably sparked something inside of you. I want to know, what scary thing are you avoiding? What is your messy middle? I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.